Cell Organelles by Joshua Matthews and Daniel Lee. As you see in this picture, the cell membrane is the guard of the cell. Just like a toll booth for cars, a cell membrane controls what goes in and out of the cell. The cell membrane is the outermost part of the animal cell. The cell membrane's basic function is to protect the cell from its surroundings. The cell membrane allows what goes in and out of the cell. Now let's move on to the cell wall. Most importantly, the cell wall is only found in plant cells. The cell is like a brick wall, giving structure to the cell. The cell wall is only found in a plant cell. The cell wall has two main functions: to provide protection for the cell and support for the cell. The cell wall gives shapes to the cell. The nucleus. The nucleus is the brain of the cell. It controls all the functions inside the cell. The nucleus is like a boss who controls all the compartments of the cell. The nucleus is located at the center of the cell. It controls all the functions of the cell. The nucleus contains the DNA of the cell. Cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is what holds everything together in place in the cell. Cytoplasm is like gel because it makes your hair stay in place just like cytoplasm. So let's review. Cytoplasm is a fluid in the cell that holds all the organelles in place. It also transports DNA throughout the cell, protects other organelles from hitting or colliding with each other. Chloroplast. The chloroplast is what makes the energy for the cell. The chloroplast uses sunlight to make its energy using photosynthesis. Chloroplasts are organelles that can undergo photosynthesis to produce their own food. Chloroplasts function as their own food producers of the cell. Lastly, they are only found in plant cells. Lysosomes. Lysosomes are kind of like the cleanup crew of the cell. They are kind of like a vacuum which picks up all the dirt off the floor. The purpose of the lysosome is to digest things. They might be used to digest food or break down the cell when it dies. It is found in all eukaryotic cells, contain a wide variety of hydrolytic enzymes. Ribosomes. Ribosomes make the protein for the cell. Ribosomes are the protein builders or protein synthesizers of the cell. Ribosomes are special because they are found in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Ribosomes are found stuck to the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum is a network of membranes connected to the nucleus. It is kind of like a conveyor belt because it all leads to one direction. Manufacturing and packaging system is a network of membranes found throughout the cell and connected to the nucleus, and there are two types of endoplasmic reticulums, smooth and rough. Mitochondria. The mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. The mitochondria is like a power plant because the power plant provides electricity for the city. The mitochondria are known as the powerhouse of the cell, acts like a digestive system, takes in nutrients, breaks them down, and creates energy. This process is known as cellular respiration. Googly apparatus. The googly apparatus is the organelle that transports nutrients around the cell. It's kind of like a UPS truck that delivers packages around the city. Transports the nutrients around the cell, it packages the nutrients throughout the cell, and it makes lysosomes that were talked about earlier. Last but not least, vacuoles. Vacuoles store water and other fluids in the cell. The vacuole are clear fluid sacs that act like storage areas for food waste materials. In plant cells, they are large and mostly filled with water. In animal cells, they are much smaller. Thank you for watching. Cell organelles.